some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah, hope I get away with it. Oh, doo-dah day.
Good evening, folks. I'm Dan Hallfield. Welcome to Stupid O'Clock. Um, I don't know what's up with Joe Dog. Probably family health matter, which, it happens. And it really, it's sad, but sometimes it happens. And anyway, with me tonight, we got Joe Bachman. We've got Chris Walker showing up here in a little bit. He just sent me a message. And Emily might pop in any minute now, as far as I know.
Yep.
Uh, so, yeah, I wonder what Joe Dog would say if one of these nights when he's not here and I'm having to hold the reins of the team of horses and just started off as Stupid O'Clock and then switch to the last man standing stuff. I don't know how I could do the crossover uh, intro, but might be fun. I don't know. I might have to give that a try one day. Hopefully not anytime soon. Ah, oof. The way my neck popped, Dawn might even show up. Uh, she has just been summoned by the thunderous clap of my uh, neck bones popping like a truck running through a pothole, basically. Uh, Surprised it didn't come across on the microphone.
Yeah, so I didn't hear it, but
Yeah, I felt it and I heard it. Ugh, that's not a fun thing. Uh, oh, the dog has been annoying all day. Come back to see if I'm eating something, and if I'm not, the dog demands to go outside, then go gets Lindsay, because evidently now we both have to take her to the door to let her out, and then she refuses to go outside. She just stand in the doorway. She'll go out when she needs to bad enough. We already know that.
yeah,
But I can't understand why it takes the two of us to get her to the door. Once she goes through the door, she's on her own, but it's just 6 or 7 times a day. Drop everything, walk to the far end of the house, open the door, nothing. Gets tiresome after a while.
it would really help if I could type commands in properly to be able to configure something,
Mm.
especially when you're using a terminal.
Oh, yes. Typing correctly in a terminal is always helpful, depending on what language you're using.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I
it's
once
English, but apparently I don't speak English that well, or type
no,
English
you
that
speak
well.
it fine. You just don't type worth a shit. Uh,
As my mom used to say, she could type 32 words per minute with 33 mistakes.
hey, yeah, sounds about right. For a story once, I invented a computer language called Fivetran, which is basically just a way for computers to cuss at each other. That was it. Wasn't commands or anything. They're just calling each other names in code. Uh, ah, compile that, you.
I think I have that labeled wrong.
Oh,
No, I actually typed that right. I'll be damned.
well, I actually did a little bit of research on the two newest solar power banks. I
Okay.
asked I asked how many 100-watt solar panels that I could plug into one of them. The
Okay.
one I have for the barn, 4 series parallel, so it doesn't overload the inputs. For these two, 1,600 watts.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's got 2 solar panel plug-ins on each power bank,
Hmm.
and they take 500 watts each. But you have to do the series parallel thing to make sure you don't put too many amps through.
Gotcha.
So
Oh,
I
excuse
don't
me.
know. Now I've got uh, 4 100-watt hard panels that aren't being used at the moment, and I've got a 220-watt portable panel and a 400-watt portable panel. So between the two different power banks, I could split that up and be getting an average of 400 to 600 watts going into each of the two new identical power banks with a spare battery. Um, Something on the order of uh, 7,200 watt hours each.
Ooh.
About it, with no load on it whatsoever. It says something like 45 days.
Okay.
Just staying connected to the Wi-Fi. Um, I got the one thinking I could plug 2 spare batteries into it, like I did the one in the barn, but no, you can only plug 1 spare battery into it. So I had to get another one to keep from wasting the second spare battery that I bought because the spare batteries will not plug into a different model of the power bank because they have different voltages and amperages and whatnot.
Okay.
So now I've got one charging up in the bedroom as a backup. It's got a spare battery on it. I've got one in the kitchen fully charged. Uh, the plan is power goes out, roll the one in the kitchen over next to the fridge, pull the fridge out from the wall just a little bit, unplug it, plug it in the power bank, don't lose any food. Don't know how many watts the refrigerator pulls. Oh, hey, Chris. Uh, Hope to be there soon. Laptop is dragging more than I would like for it to be. Welcome to computers. They
Right.
all do that. Uh, Here's the latest and the greatest thing. Yeah. I had a Casio calculator watch with more power back in the 70s. Uh, yeah, but I figure since I got the two of them, I'll set up a rig of solar panels on the roof somewhere, get the appropriate length cables to run them down through rather than digging holes in the roof and possibly causing another leak. Just run them down through. If I had some of those, you remember the little eye hook things that they used to use for flat TV antenna cables?
Yeah.
Had a little plastic disc inside where you put the wire through and twist it where it'd never come out again. If I could find some of those and just run them on down the roof and use plenty of caulk around them. Met the enemy in there, lag and predictive text autocorrect. Yeah, it's more like autodidact. It thinks it knows what you're trying to say better than you do. Yeah, predictive text can only guess at half of what I'm trying to say most of the time. The only reason it isn't perfectly useless is I don't know what I'm going to say half the damn time anyway. I figure put two of the 100-watt panels up on the peak of the roof where I know the sunlight lasts the longest, and have two of those go into one power bank, two of them go into another power bank, then get the portable ones out and put them a little bit lower down where if it's going to be a tornado or something, I can get the ladder and just take them right off without having to climb all the way up on the roof, uh, and fold them up and put them somewhere. And then, so that way I'd have uh, 600 watts on one of them
Mm-hmm.
and 420 watts on the other. So trying to figure out which one needs how much. But once they get fully charged from the house current, had to unplug them anyway. So a power surge from the power getting knocked out and then coming right back on again doesn't fry the power bank itself. Oh. That's what makes it more. Oh, is that why people listen to what I say? Because not only do they not know what I'm going to say next, I don't know what I'm going to say next. So, you know, six is one, half dozen of the other. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Or I could balance it out to where they both have something like 400 or 500 each. That seems to be a very adaptable system. What with being able to have 500 and 500 on each of the two power banks.
Yeah.
Like I said, the research said it would only hold 1,600 per power bank, but I'm not buying another 30 some odd solar panels.
No.
That's not cost effective. Might do it slowly.
How is everybody this evening?
Getting
Oh,
by.
doing well.
Yeah, sorry for the delay.
Mm, don't worry about it at all. We're just glad to see you.
Yeah, I went down to Gadsden for a 1 day show.
Mm.
Well, I'm sorry I missed the group phone call with Joe Dog,
He
but
didn't miss anything. He was just grumbling because he was asleep and wanted to know what all the noise was. And I said, well, we're trying to get a
well,
link established.
it's your damn show. Where are you? Uh,
He had a rough day. So did I.
mm.
Hey, Angelina.
Hey, Angelina.
Oh, hey, Angelina. Sorry, I was trying to empty this beer can. I didn't see you come in.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it was
is
Gadsden Collectors Con.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask was uh, Donna McKeel having a bad time this week or what?
No, Joe, I got about 3 hours of sleep. Joe got less than that.
Mm,
Um, his water heaters had issues, and he worked on it and went and got some more parts before we left for Gadsden this morning. So hopefully, when he gets those new parts installed, that it will
we,
work properly.
mm, well, I feel for him. I've had water heater problems several times since I bought this house, and
There are several of us that we know that have had water issues, water heater and otherwise, in the past 6 months or so.
Mm-hmm.
I did have one cunning plan that I hope is going to work. Um, when I had the newest water heater installed,
Mm,
I had the guys put in a filter on the input line for the water heater.
mm.
And you know, we're on well water, so there's all kinds of uh, North Georgia mud trying to get in through the water pipes.
Oh yeah,
So now the water heater has what is essentially four filters before it
nice.
gets to the water tank on the heater. Um, the drinking water, the cold water, has three filters. And usually, what we do is we will fill up a couple of Brita pitchers and use that for the coffee maker and
Mm-hmm.
drinking water or whatnot. And then we've got an urn with another water filter inside itself.
Mm-hmm.
And for just general, uh, I'm going to make ice cubes. This has got all the iron and all the other minerals taken out of it, and just fill it up from the urn, or you know, the bottle of water I use for taking my meds every morning. I'll fill it up from the urn and then put it in my little beer fridge over here and get it cold enough for the next day. But 4 or 5 water filters, yeah, even Georgia water's good to drink after that.
Yeah, and there's places with water worse than Georgia.
Oh yeah. Well, ours, the well has 180 feet from the pump to the surface. The trouble is, we don't know how much mud is at the surface. Because you drop a fishing weight on that on a piece of string, it does not sink through the mud. It just sits there and gets dirty. Uh,
Hello, Emily.
Hello, Emily.
Yeah. How
Howdy.
y'all doing tonight?
We're
No,
doing. Go ahead.
Hmm?
I was gonna say we're doing good. I'm a little bit tired because I'm running on 3 hours of sleep and went down to a 1 day show in Gadsden, Alabama today.
mm,
My mic is dying. So
It was a
I've
nice
got
little
to.
show. I ran into one of our vendors from last year,
Oh, good.
and I also ran into John Anderson, not the singer, the actor.
Oh,
That's been in a bunch of the. I don't know if he's been in every Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, but he's been in most of them. I'm
Lots
pretty
of them,
sure.
apparently.
oh. Ugh. Head for the beer fridge. And no, that is not a green room comment. I heard that insinuation from here.
No,
Not very
no reason for it to be.
I've got Barry White going through my head.
Yeah, my voice has that effect on people.
No, not you.
Oh, you should talk to Lindsay. She's, especially when I first get up,
You're a baritone at best.
she'll put on a Barry White album and I'll be harmonizing with him and she just goes, "Oh, that sounds so good." I'm going, "Yeah, it's him, it ain't me."
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Excuse me.
no, I've got to unload all the plywood from the crate the electric cart was delivered in. I got to get all of that out of my truck and take the truck to the car wash and clean it up a little bit. I've got to go get the oil changed Monday morning. I have a 9 o'clock appointment. This is a trial of the shop where I'm taking it. If they can,
The shop trial.
change the oil in the filter and not claim I need $10,000 worth of other stuff, then I'll take the van to them and tell them to do $10,000 worth of work on the van.
Because you know it's going to need about $10,000 worth.
It's going to need tires all the way around, brakes all the way around, oil and filter change, and new air conditioner condenser, and either the windshield washer tank or the hose coming from the windshield washer tank has a leak. And I'd like all of it done at one time because if I get that thing running right and it's got air conditioning again, new tires, new brakes, that'll probably be the last thing I have to do to it besides put gas in it and get the oil changed for the rest of my life. If I'm lucky, I'll have to buy new tires once. If I'm real lucky, I'll have to buy new tires twice. Considering I only drive it about once, maybe twice a month. I had charged battery up last time I cranked it up to go to the landfill, take the recycling off. The battery's only like 16 months old. It's just because I don't drive the damn thing. I might have to start driving it on a beer run once or twice a week just to keep the battery charged up. Probably wouldn't hurt.
Wow. Sorry, I was looking at this. Apparently, there was an animated Incredible Hulk from around 1996.
Yes, I know it.
The voice acting on this was pretty amazing. Neil McDonough played Bruce Banner. And if you ever saw the sci-fi miniseries, The Tin Man, he played the Tin Man in their version of The Wizard of Oz.
Okay, haven't seen it, but thank you.
He's also been in some other stuff. He's a real good character actor, usually in a supporting role. Interestingly enough, Lou Ferrigno voiced the Hulk.
Oh yes, Okay. This was what year did you say this was? 96?
Yes.
Okay. Was
Guess
this
who? Guess who voiced General Thunderbolt?
Thunderbolt Ross? Um,
Yeah,
Actually, I know I've got the darn thing recorded, but I haven't watched it in so long I can't remember.
John Vernon. He played the dean or the president in Animal
Oh,
House.
in Animal House. Okay. That makes sense.
And guess who played Abomination? You're gonna love this one.
I don't recall.
Richard Mole, best known as Bull
Yeah.
Shannon from Night Court.
Uh-huh. Well, unless you're familiar with a certain anime, Mighty Max.
Well, and Betty Rose was played by Felice Sampler. Not really familiar with her, but she's a pretty actress, and I'm sure she has a pleasant voice too.
I really should remember her. The name sounds familiar, but probably from a different context.
Well, I'm thinking of Felice Schachter, who I think was in Zapped, or maybe oh, I think she might have been one of the, back when the Facts of Life had a original bigger cast originally, and they shrunk it down. I think she was right before they did the shrink down.
Hmm.
For the shrink.
Now there were two Hulk cartoons in that period. I
Okay.
believe this one is the first one.
Yeah.
If I remember the plots correctly, Matt Frewer voiced the leader in the second one and was
Okay.
kind of the main enemy all through the series.
Okay.
I could be mixing the two of them up
Yeah.
because they were very close together. I think they were only about 2, maybe 3 years apart.
Before I forget, at the show in Gadsden,
Yeah.
there was he's an older guy. He's an older man now, but the boy that played the banjo from Deliverance was there,
Oh, wow.
and for any wrestling fans and football fans, former Florida State great defensive lineman Ron Simmons was there, and of course he was one of the first black heavyweight champions for a singles title in wrestling.
Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. University of Texas is in Austin, right?
Yes, the main campus is in Austin.
Okay.
They
Earlier
do.
tonight, I was watching a British couple go to University of Texas versus Georgia Bulldogs game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they haven't showed the Bulldogs do anything yet except run out into the infield just before the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't finished the video. I'm hoping we give Texas a hard time for that particular year, but
Mm-hmm.
would have been recent.
Yeah. Georgia went pretty far in the College World Series, but they ran into Oklahoma, and Oklahoma, I think, won the whole thing this year.
Oklahoma is no pushover. I mean, I'm not even a big football fan, and I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where you running?
Well, one of their most dominant football players was also very dominant in wrestling. Steve Dr. Death Williams.
Colorful name.
big old boy. He probably about 6'4", 6'5", 275, 280 pounds of pretty solid man. There was a short-lived tag team with him and Terry Bam Bam Gordy. They kicked a lot of tail.
I did tell you back when I was over at University of Georgia as a student,
Mm-hmm.
Herschel Walker was one of the football team.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a bus going from one end of campus to the other, getting between chemistry class and
Mm-hmm.
probably psychology journalism building. Herschel got on the bus.
Get out of there.
Bus leaned sideways.
Everybody trying to get a look at him.
No, he got on the bus. It leaned his way.
He was huge.
He's a big old boy.
You see that one guy just leave his
He's
thing for dead? He was just like, nah.
6'1", 6'2", and a solid 225, 230. And that's without the pads and equipment.
Yeah, you got to remember, I might have weighed about 97 pounds in that time. So
Yeah.
I wasn't doing very much to counterbalance the bus.
Yeah, he just, ugh.
Gunshots over here.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Just seen somebody post that GDOT is rescheduling a full I-285 closure in Cobb County for next month.
Oh, I'm so glad that I've given up on 285 for the rest of my life. Until they can get people to actually do less than Mach 7 around that road.
Well, it would be safer if the road didn't have so many ruts and bumps in it.
Yeah.
I don't care about ruts and bumps. I want people to stop doing 75 and a 55 and then coming to a screeching halt for no damn reason anybody can see.
Yeah, well, that's because they're lost and they've forgotten the main rule if you're driving in Atlanta. Act like you know where the hell you're going, even if you don't.
Follow somebody that looks like they know where they're going. You might not get where you want to go, but you'll get someplace interesting.
Or get off at the next available exit, park somewhere safe, figure out where the hell you are, where the hell you need to go, and plot a path to get there without running over people.
That has
Even
too
if
much
you've got to go
common
to a
sense in
gas
it.
station and buy a Rand McNally paper map to figure
I
out
don't
how
think
to
they carry
program
them
your
anymore.
GPS.
They're
Oh, they
marketed,
should.
right?
They should, but they don't have very many. Maps aren't the people expect people to use their phones and the maps and GPS in them. Hello, Don.
Don.
Hey, Don. You can get a ticket for using your phone in the car now. I don't care if it's for a GPS or
Not
not.
if it's propped up.
If you don't have your hands on it, you're using it for directions, and you have the volume where you can hear it, which means turn down your damn radio.
I had to keep my
Or have
radio.
the earbud in.
I had to keep my radio off so I can hear the GPS.
Yeah. Well, I'm speaking for those people who don't know any better or just stubbornly refuse to turn off their tunes.
Yeah, well,
I'm showing my age a little bit here, but as far as I know, there's no more hi-fi buys in Atlanta.
Everybody wants to fight. Jeez.
They had the coolest commercials. You gotta have your car. Yeah, I gotta have my car. You gotta have your tunes. I gotta have my tunes, dude. You need to get to hi-fi buys and get your radio upgraded.
we even had a branch, Hi-Fi Buys, in Athens, and they specialized in putting in car stereos. And if you were really wealthy, they had a little room in the back where you could look at home stereos.
Oh
Most
yes,
most of which cost more than a mortgage.
yeah, I remember. I had one of those back in the day. A Kenwood set I was very proud of.
Oh, I miss my Kenwood. Uh, what is it I've got now?
Not a
Uh,
Kenwood.
no, but it works.
Yeah,
Um,
I got him out finally.
I forget exactly what it is. It's one of the high end stereos.
yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Lindsay uses it to pipe the TV set
Oh, I
through
got it.
the
Mhm.
surround sound speakers so that astronauts in orbit can hear what she's watching.
That's a good
Well, originally the
one. We had like 15
The-
teams pull up on this.
the first DVD players didn't have a decoder in them. So if you wanted to run it through a home stereo system, you had to have a stereo receiver that had a decoder in it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Thankfully, most of that equipment has gotten so old that it won't work anymore, and I've had to get
Yeah.
rid of
It's like they
stuff
were
like
making
that.
their turn. As soon as we
I
put
mean,
one team down, the other team was like, all right.
at one time, I downsized from like 6 VHS decks and
Mhm.
3 DVD decks to 1 DVD deck and just the stereo.
Hmm.
Now, what I really like is if I could find a constant supply of rubber bands for the damn Kenwood turntable
I was talking up there.
to actually play my vinyl records on without them sounding like they were
Mhm.
recorded on 78 and I'm playing them on 33.
Mhm.
I'm swapping
They
clips
just,
on my
once that rubber band stretches, everything slows down.
Mhm.
A good old BSR direct drive turntable would come in very handy. Is it BSR or BSA? I forget which. I think it's BSR. I'm not sure. The
I don't know.
gear
You're
drive.
talking a lot of BS. That's all I know.
Well, you know me. What else would I say? Uh, the gear
Everything said
drive.
BSR, all I kept thinking was big stumpy robots.
Yeah,
Mhm.
these were the gear drive.
Understandably so.
So you never had to replace rubber bands in it. You just had to not wear out a little brass gear inside the record player.
Ooh, this one's
And
I
if you'd
think
been
was
playing
very
the
telling
same
for
records,
Dan.
if you'd been playing the same records since 1968, that brass gear might be getting a little bit thin by about now.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Understandably so.
Hmm. I once made a new needle for a turntable using what was left of the old sapphire needle and a few drops of super glue and an emery board.
Mhm.
Sharpen that super glue up. It played records like a champ and didn't hurt them whatsoever. Not like the old RCA Victrolas that had a steel needle that would carve the grooves in the records away as you played them. I mean, you take the record off and you could brush
I wrapped the black.
the vinyl
Gotta
filings off of it
As
before you put it back in the
the
sleeve.
only ones I ever got with the regular.
You play one of those often enough with a steel needle, you don't have a record left. You've just got a
Where's
disc
the,
that hisses at you.
Where's the gold one?
Well, I shall step down the hallway and I will be right back.
Okay.
Alright.
So busy at the time that when this one, when that one was out.
Try not to keep Emily from talking too much. You've been
She is
quiet.
smiling and being happy.
She been munching.
That's because I can't fucking smoke on the show. But
Mhm.
but our world can be in catastrophe, but I can't smoke marijuana where I want to. Fuck that shit.
There's like
That's
a
all
little
I've got to
stuff
say.
on the throne over there.
Everything else I'm good with. Actually, no,
Hmm.
wait. Well, if I had a pin on me, damn it. Can't get Joe Dog in trouble and sully Holocon's good name. I guess I'll behave. Oh, excuse me.
Hmm.
No, you're good. I picked the spot near the end, so it's all good.
Y'all got any plans for this week?
I'm gonna go there instead. Somewhere in the
The
middle.
end of summer? Or not the end
Hmm.
of summer, but the end of July?
Ooh,
Work. That's all I got planned.
gamers.
Yeah.
No.
Same. I was
Work sucks.
Well, after Tuesday, I'll be done on the project in Argos. So I can finally turn my alarms back to going off at 6 a.m. instead of 3:30.
That's always
Hmm. How much longer has Trey got on her screwy shift?
October.
Oh, early October or late October?
That is a damn good question.
not even he does not know.
Either way, she's coming to Holocon, she said. So
Do what?
she said either way, she's coming to Holocon.
Okay.
She's like,
Whether they like it or whether they don't like it, learn to love it because it's what's going to happen.
yep.
I want to be involved.
Trey's on her fucked up shift for way too fucking long, is what Don said.
Yep.
Wait, scratch that.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Coca-Cola has sold some property to Georgia Tech to allow it to expand.
not sure how I feel about that.
Speaking of Trey, it sounds like she's finally out of the shower. So I'm gonna run down the hall now. I will be back.
All right.
Okay.
Tag, you're it.
Lindsay's gone to bed, so I'm going to have to lower my personal volume a little bit because I'm sure she could hear me through the
Okay.
door.
I don't have one of you.
And if she can't, I know the dog can. I don't want the dog scratching at the door for no reason. It's
Oh,
after
this
dark. It's time you came to bed. Dog, it's only 10 o'clock. Remind me at 3.
No, he controls her schedule. That's not.
No, she.
He's
Yeah.
not. She's not asking you. She's telling you.
I know she's telling me, but I've raised cats before. I don't have to listen.
Yeah, but she'd like it a lot more if you did.
no wonder. Sorry, I just saw who voiced Blue Falcon in the cartoon.
Oh,
Gary Owens.
okay, that's who I thought it was. No wonder
And
you
Ty-
recognize the voice.
Yeah, I'm like, he sounds familiar, but I couldn't place it, and I just saw this. It's got
Think that way.
Scooby Doo, Shaggy, Fred, Dynamite, and Blue Falcon, and Frank Welker voiced Fred and Dynamite. Don
Okay.
Messick voiced Shaggy, and Scooby, and Shaggy was voiced by Casey Kasem, of course.
Casey Kasem did Shaggy's voice through most of the Scooby-Doo shows.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but most of them.
Well, he handpicked who took over for him. And Scott Innes, I believe, is his name.
I do believe the actor they got for the live action movies is pretty close.
Oh,
to
Matthew
the-
Lillard does an excellent job.
Matthew Lillard is fucking
Yeah, the real Shaggy right there. Yeah.
Well, you know what the really cool part that Matthew Lillard played, although it wasn't as well received as the video game?
Oh yes, Five Nights at Freddy's. Yes.
No. He may have done that too, but I'm thinking of Wing Commander because he played Maniac.
No, I don't remember.
Oh,
The game Wing Commander was one of the first that intercut live action film scenes with video gameplay.
Nice.
Maniac was originally played by the guy that played Biff in Back to the Future.
I'm gonna wait. And
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And the main character, protagonist of Wing Commander, was played by Mark Hamill.
Wait, no,
Hmm.
I got health. I got health taxes.
I was about to ask. I remembered Mark Hamill being in the voice crew for that.
Yeah.
One in there.
Malcolm McDowell played Admiral Tolwyn.
Now that I did not know.
John Shuck, who was a very good character actor, he's played Klingons and various, and he's played humans and various other things, was one of the Manzakians. He was the one that came over to the human side.
Those would
I
be
can't remember.
the
They're the cat people.
cat people. Yeah, the Kazenti
Yeah,
equivalent.
yeah.
I think that
And-
was only because Larry Niven wouldn't sign the license to let them use Kazenti.
Yeah. And I believe one of the female mechanics was played by Robin Lively, who is Blake's older sister. Blake is Miss Ryan Reynolds, for anyone that doesn't know. And they had an adult film star play the other mechanic that was a female interest. She went by the name Ginger Lynn.
Oh my God, I know that name. That's not all I know.
So that was one of her first mainstream roles.
I think I've seen everything on that woman except her large intestine.
Now, the Wing Commander movie had a lot of influence from the creator of the game series, Christopher Roberts. The main character for it was played by Freddie Prinze Jr.
Mm-hmm.
But Maniac was played by Matthew Lillard. And it's not terrible, but because it didn't follow the exact plot line of the game,
or do we want to go to the right?
it wasn't.
Well,
but
Dawn,
if you
don't
watch it, I think you'll enjoy it. Because anything Matthew Lillard was in is hilarious. He was also in Hackers, if you've never watched Hackers.
That way,
I have watched Hackers. I own a copy of Hackers. Hackers. Hackards? What do you
He was
think
a
of?
little bit heavier in that movie,
Something
or
else.
it may have been some. He may have had a little bit extra padding in a bodysuit or something, but he was a little bigger in that one.
I wouldn't
He's the
worry
one
about
that
it.
talks about where they hit it that one time.
I put it in that place where we hid that thing that time. And now I understand exactly what that phrase means, and I know exactly where to look if somebody were to say that, but I wouldn't know exactly which room.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be hard to find.
How are you going to find a specific condom dispenser in a specific men's room in a specific high school?
Dude, where's my car?
Or that may have been a Hispanic guy that said that.
It was. It was the Hispanic guy that said that. And the FBI was really pissed off at him for speaking in personal code rather than something they could decipher. There was a code breaker that said that kind of family household code was the hardest thing ever to break because it didn't make any damn sense to anybody that wasn't in that particular family.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, might only make sense to 3 people in the entire 7 generations of the family.
Well, here's the crazy thing about that movie, Hackers. Johnny Lee Miller and Angela Jolie were a couple at the time.
Oh,
they might have even been married at that time.
Well, they just didn't tell anybody, did they?
Yeah, but needless to say, it didn't last, and she went on to other things.
Yeah. If we win, you're going to have to wear a dress. You are too. I don't think there was any crab style going on there, though.
Yeah, I agree, Don, and I'm sorry I got caught up in. Yeah, it's a annoying period of time for. Dang, I think Joey left completely.
Well, he might have decided to take a shower.
Okay.
He might have decided to take a shower with Trey. Who are we to say what's right or wrong in this situation?
Yeah, Don, you probably are. I hope that eases up. I know it's been frustrating for you.
Yeah, I'm hoping that both you and Ted are getting to a much more easier to bear level of pain for both of your conditions in the very, very near future. I know how much pain can take out of someone, both personally and from being a caretaker. It ain't no bed of roses. It really ain't.
Oh, the bus is right on us.
No. Yeah, I was just.
Yeah, it's.
Chris, you remember that? You remember that animated series?
We're gonna get so dumb.
Gargoyles. It was just basically 99% the actors from Star Trek Next Generation doing the voice acting.
Yeah, I think Michael Dorn is in it, and one of my favorite voice actors has been in video games. He's had supporting roles and stuff. And Keith David, not David Keith. Keith David.
Yeah, well, there's a difference between a singer and a voice actor.
Go for the hood.
No, David Keith is the actor that was in Officer and a Gentleman. He's the one that.
Oh, okay. I had him confused with one of the country guys.
And he was also one that played Daredevil's father in the
Oh, okay. Now I've got a face to go with the voice.
yeah.
Okay.
That's
Do their thing.
David Keith. Keith David is the guy that was in Gargoyles, and he also voiced
Hold.
Captain Anderson in Mass
yeah.
Effect. If anybody's ever played Mass Effect.
Mm. Oh, I just was informed that there some of the Japanime that wound up as kids cartoons
Yes, sir.
in the U.S.
Moving up.
were quite a bit more adult in the original Japanese versions.
Yeah. America is very unique
It's okay.
in
I made it on.
certain things they allow to be seen. It's surprisingly a lot more violence than a lot of
it's one of
other
those
countries
things
would
where
have.
We either make it or you don't in that one instance.
And the kind of opposite is true in other places where they might show more, shall we say, skin.
Yeah.
In Europe and other places, they don't show quite as much.
That surprises
In
me
this
for
country.
Europe, but
Yeah.
yeah. In anime, well, no. A lot of European anime I saw in the 70s was quite. It wasn't exactly explicit, but it
Yeah.
wasn't exactly prudish either.
Yeah, it didn't leave a whole lot to the imagination.
No. And then you try and show that in the U.S. No, can't have those titties. We got to have more blood.
Yeah. So it's really weird. Like I said, the I guess you would say societal norms from one country to another.
Yeah. Well,
Like if you were in the Middle East, violence would be totally okay, but skin, no.
oh, you ain't even showing the ankle. No.
You do that, you're in big trouble.
Uh-huh.
Big trouble.
Right. And then again, on the other hand, the U.S. invented so many genres of adult entertainment, both recorded and live. And then the Europeans kind of looked at the recorded and go, oh, you think that's edgy? Here, hold my champagne and watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And it varies from man.
I'm gonna hop off for the night.
All right.
Have
Good
work.
night.
Good night,
We don't
Emily.
have too much more. Just half an hour. Thanks for popping in.
Thank you,
No problem.
Emily.
It was
Welcome
good
back,
seeing
Joe.
y'all. See you, Joe. Hi and goodbye at the same time.
Bye.
Good night.
And there's so many variable societal norms in the U.S.
Yeah, you can also probably get away with a little bit more in some areas than you can in others. And like I said, what you can get away with a little more of and varies from area to area.
It is really weird. I mean, we were basically founded by several groups of people that were so uptight they got thrown out of England.
Yeah, it's interesting. Depending on the area, that was settled, the circumstances and the reasons why they came varied for different reasons.
But the difference between morals and mores across the entire
Mm-hmm.
U.S. is so diverse.
Yep.
There are things we can joke about. There are things that we cannot possibly joke about,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's other things that you could get locked up for joking about even now.
Yep. It also depends on the people in the particular area that you're joking with, because some of them are a little more what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe liberated or
Yeah, and even in those areas, there's a difference between the audience.
accommodating, maybe.
There's a difference between the audience and
Mm-hmm.
the um political spectrum
Mm-hmm.
in the
Well,
same community.
like I said, it's there are some that are more accommodating and understanding, and some that are more rigid and inflexible about what you can joke about.
Yeah.
And it's in your best interest to figure out which kind you're dealing with,
as
and because you
as
may have
quickly
one
as
person that
possible.
you could, because you have maybe have one person you can joke that array with, but there might be several others that are listening that they're like hollow notes. They can't go for that. No can do.
Uh-huh. There's a there's a couple from Canada that I watch. They're doing um, home reconstruction, home videos. They're
Mm-hmm.
building a house in Baja, Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
but their main residence is in um, Western Canada, I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
And they were catching some flack from the people in Canada
Mm-hmm.
because, well, I mean, there's a pair of girls that were married.
Mm-hmm.
They were down with the construction crew in Mexico, and they go, "Yeah, we can tell y'all are a couple. It's all right. Nobody cares.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we're just here to help you build the house."
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, different cultures have different reactions to different
Mm-hmm.
stimuli.
Yeah, and it's weird because um you would think with Mexico being predominantly Catholic,
Hmm.
they would be less understanding and reasonable about that. But it's like I said, you have, for lack of better adjectives and determining differences, you have different flavors of what is normal and typical of a certain area.
Hmm. There's several pairs of guys on canal boats in England.
Mm-hmm.
They are married,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely legally, and they're just absolutely adored by everyone,
Mm-hmm.
except a select few of puritanical types.
Mm-hmm.
And those puritanical types will not watch their shows. So that, everybody else that does is going, good, bye. Didn't need you anyway. Uh, go find your own negativity elsewhere. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
much joy of it, I wish you. And They're just living a life,
Mm-hmm.
doing the best they can, making a living. Um,
Well, you've also got to you got to determine whether you're going to be more obsessed with criticizing everyone or doing your part to be who you are without rubbing it in everyone's faces.
yeah.
And this goes for both sides, both or however many sides, because you got to decide if you want to be miserable and criticize people with opposite views or opposite lifestyles, or are you going to try and do your best to be a good example and do stuff that quietly supports your way of thinking and your way of doing things without rubbing it in people's faces?
Hmm. And my point of view is the main reason I subscribed to these channels is because they were doing restorations on uh, homes and furniture and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And I wanted to learn how to use various tools that they had that I didn't have at that time, but now do have
Yeah.
a few. Now I'm going, hey, be careful with that table saw, dude. You need a pusher stick to do that so you don't cut your thumb off.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I think it's. I think if somebody is showing people how to do stuff like build or create,
mm-hmm.
that people need to be less critical of the way they present it unless it's done in a dangerous or harmful manner than who is presenting it and how whoever is that's presenting it. If they're showing people the right way to build stuff or create stuff, let them show people and pass on knowledge.
Yeah, really. It's like I'm trying to learn how to use tools here. I don't care what your lifestyle is.
And you can be a certain way that somebody may not approve of, but you don't have to rub it in their faces.
Exactly. Um,
There was a thing that was back in the day before everybody had to be right and everybody that didn't agree or think like they did had to be wrong, where you, oh my gosh, agree to disagree and move on.
really different strokes. I mean, seriously. Uh, it'd be a boring world if everybody was exactly the same.
Yeah, yeah. If everybody was exactly the same, it wouldn't be a very interesting or
Even a
bright and
very
colorful
productive
world.
world.
Yeah.
Because if everybody was the same, you wouldn't have those individuals that thought of, hey, why isn't this possible? I think I'll find out why and how to make that particular thing work.
Well, not only that, you just you don't want to be constantly around people that are always negative and miserable about everything.
I know that exactly. Some
Spread some
folks
joy and some happiness.
there's some folks that are doing some videos that I watch and I go, "Oh my god, the entire family needs antidepressants." It's just, oh, everything's a catastrophe, everything is a disaster, everything is wrong, uh, everything gets messed up, and I'm just going, well,
Well, unless you're doing a fixer-upper that was really poorly um,
Thought out.
done, and your starting point is such a disaster that you have to go back to almost
No,
the
it's
beginning.
more like they take off every day,
Mhm.
assuming everything's going to be wonderful, and the least little thing just ruins everything.
And
It's like I'm expecting everything to go bad. So, oh, here's the first bad thing. Let's see how many more are going to happen before we get to where we're going.
well, the brain is a powerful tool. And if you convince yourself that everything's going to be bad and nothing's going to be good, your brain will find stuff to support your theory and your feelings.
Or engineer your actions to
Yes.
result in that outcome.
Yep.
And if you think that, hey, I can do this, I'll find a way to do this. I might fail a couple of times, but I'll learn from failure. And you finally figure out how to do something.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, a lot of great inventors that failed many times before they finally got it right. And when they finally did get it right, they were able to apply patents and make money for it. And it paid off all their failings and their hard work and determination to mine something that did work.
Yeah, really. Thomas Edison. Look how many people he had to steal ideas from to be able to get some successful patents.
Yeah, and he even managed to come up with a few of his own along the way.
Well, no, he patented them all, but somebody else invented
Yeah,
99% of them.
I agree. But you know what? That's the unfortunate thing. There are some people that have talent and knowledge about how to do something, but they don't have talent and knowledge how to protect it to where somebody else doesn't do something like that.
Or they're so, I don't think the word is benevolent, but there's a word closely.
How about altruistic?
That's a good one. Yeah. They think that, hey, here's something. I don't have to make money off of it. Let's just give it to the world. And then somebody turns around and starts making money off of it.
Yeah.
And the world does not get access to it because the original inventor said, hey, I'll give it away.
Yeah.
Somebody said, well, yeah, I'll accept that and I'll make a patent on it. So now you have to pay me for it.
There is a band named after a famous inventor that had that done to him. Might have heard of the band and the inventor. It was called, the band's name's Tesla.
Yes, I know. I knew exactly who you were talking about. Yep.
And they're going on tour with Motley Crue and Extreme for anybody interested.
Nikola wanted to give the world free electricity. And Westinghouse says, where do I hang the meter so I can charge them for it?
Yeah, well.
Hey, there was an answer for that, but they didn't have that knowledge at the time. You hang the meter on the device that's taking the electricity out of thin air.
Yeah.
You got a power drill that's pulling electricity out of the air. You put a meter on the drill. You have to pay for what the drill uses. That's oversimplified, but yeah. They were about 200 years shy of that sort of thinking.
Yeah, and also they got used to all the profits that they've been making.
Oh yeah, robber barons. Yeah.
Yeah, let's try not to get too much into that because.
Well, it does kind of translate into modern day, but it very loosely. Technologies have changed. There's all kinds of differences. There's a big difference between people that were running cattle back and forth between Texas and New Mexico, um, and people that were
Texas and Chicago,
building
where the beet packers were.
and people that were building the railroads to make that possible.
Mhm.
And people are just going, "Oh yeah, uh, I patented this thing that monitors your uh, car's gas usage through the computer,
Mhm.
and I'll charge you plenty to save you nothing because it just doesn't freaking work. It's a tiny box with lights on it that doesn't do
Mhm.
anything." Um,
Well, like I said, I was trying to bring the show to a more positive note.
oh, positive note with me around. Good luck. Uh,
Well, Dan, it's like the album title and the song by Debbie Gibson. Anything is possible.
hmm
There's your earworm, folks.
Hmm.
Oh,
I
what was
wonder
his?
if Sterling Valentine or Thesis might be listening.
I don't know. Rob's probably going to watch us later.
Yeah.
Um, he had a great show last night just before the green room.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh God, that's right. Today is only Saturday, isn't it?
hmm?
My days are blending together.
Oh,
Oh, trust me, I know.
employment has a way of doing that to people. Well, actually, so does retirement. I don't know what day it is half the time. Don't really care either.
Yeah, but that's because you got all day to get it done. And if not, there's the next day. It's not like you got to go back to work.
Hey, I wake up, I'm alive. It's a fucking good day.
Yep, you're on the right side of the green.
Doesn't matter whether I accomplish anything or just plan to accomplish something.
Yep.
Eventually, it'll get accomplished.
Oh my gosh, it's almost that time.
Hmm.
Oh, well, we've still got 12 minutes. I
Yeah.
mean, we got about 6 maybe till we have to wake Dawn up with the sock.
Yeah.
Hopefully, her pain is bearable at the moment.
I don't think she had a good day. I think
Well,
walking around kind of took it out on her.
I'm pretty sure, but
From
she's
what
got
I gathered from what she typed in the sport chat earlier.
well, she's got her own doctor's appointments. Ted's got his doctor's appointments. I hold out the absolute utmost hope for both of them.
Yeah.
I really do. I hate to see either one of them in pain.
Yeah.
Uh, and I do hope that last treatment Ted had took care of that spot on his lungs completely forever.
Mm,
I'm not the praying sort, but I'm praying for that.
yeah. Well, you know, um, oh, I don't need that.
Mm.
I just, you know, I'm glad I was able to go down there. Like I said, it might not have been the most successful trip, but I got to
Hey,
see some good people. I talked to some good people and learn some stuff.
there were some good things came out of it.
I even
Uh,
seen Kyle and Gene from Jumpmaster Press.
all right. How are they doing?
Okay. I don't
Did
think
that
that
did that
was
ever actually catch on, or is it still experimental?
what.
The
They didn't really have any. If you're talking about the audio books, it was kind of on a flash drive.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't really have any of those there. They had a lot of their black and white leather or vinyl bound classics,
Mm-hmm.
which look very cool, by the way, because they're black pages with white ink, and there's illustrations in them, and all the classics that they had a couple of Sherlock Holmes by Arthur Conan Doyle. They had The Lost World and a few others of his things, and they had Charles Dickens' The Great Expectations, A Tale of Two Cities, Oliver Twist, A Christmas Carol. Yes, shameless plug, Kyle. If you ever happen to watch this,
Yeah.
um,
They had a grand idea about selling the I want to call them jump drives, but that's faster than light shit.
yeah, the flash drives,
Flash drives with different
books on them.
collections on them,
Yeah,
and I thought that was a great idea, but I didn't really know how they could, um, like panning for gold, get it to fruition so that it would become acceptable to folks. It shouldn't be that much of a problem, but um, technology was less advanced at the time, so maybe there were technical drawbacks that I was uh, not wise enough to foresee.
Hmm. It's time for the sock puppet.
Oh God. Well, I hate to leave you guys, but let's just make Dawn roll over in bed and reach for a sock without knowing why. Now, Joe, just exactly how pissed off are you at code right now?
Oh, I'm not. It's actually going fairly smooth.
Good.
Have you about got everything finished with the website?
IndieCD.org is fully done.
Awesome.
So,
Very.
I missed the announcement, so I apologize.
that's good. Yep, nope, it's done. It's up and running. Here in about a month, I should actually have time to start taking on any new members that decide to sign up and create their pages and
Updates and things like that. Hopefully, I will have an update for you soon. I keep hearing from my publisher, but he hasn't assigned me an editor yet for the next manuscript.
Hmm.
oh, we still got another 4 years for that. So
That's what pisses me off. I'll be dead before I get these next 3 books out. I've got so much more to write.
Has he ever thought about expanding his how do I want to put this? His stable of editors?
I
That
haven't
doesn't sound like he's got many.
He has several. I don't know which ones that he employs most successfully.
Yeah.
But their short story collections, which he said he was no longer going to do short story collections, have gone gangbusters in winning awards. So, I'm just sitting back here going, okay.
You might want to rethink that one.
Well, he's got the 3 books that have been submitted. I promised him 2 more that are as yet unfinished. I need a win, so I'm cheerful enough to get those done and get those submitted. And after that, I just don't know. I may just go, hire my own editors, um, cover artists, um, go to Lulu and put out one or two a year of my own. Uh,
I know a great place where you can find editors and artists and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, I keep being totally afraid that if I ever finish the fantasy novel with all the talking animals, uh, Mike Jimmy will want to animate it. He's got enough on his plate already.
Yeah.
He's about the only one I'd trust to animate it, though. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's so good at it.
I know.
You know, I know a few people that edit.
Well, I know half a dozen that are really good, and most of them are on Indie CD.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to cover art, the fantasy book, I want to paint that cover myself.
Yeah.
That is a personal challenge. I want to do that oil painting.
yeah,
I haven't done an oil painting in at least 30 years.
Yeah.
I am ready.
Understandable.
Well, it's just a cover painting. You get an 11 by 17 panel for the front. The back panel can just be landscape.
Yeah.
The spine and titles and everything. I mean, you have to make allowance for the page count for the width of the spine.
Yeah.
But, I've learned from some of the best cover artists.
Well, it's about time for the high flight.
Yep.
Well, we hate to say goodnight, people, but
we've arrived at that moment in time.
Events just kind of get away from us. But we shall see you in various places across the internet over the next week. Stupid O'Clock will hopefully return Thursday and Saturday next week. But please do look out for Thesis' game stream Monday night. And then next week on Monday night, no, not Monday night, Saturday, the interview with Treylana, the Tea House. After which I think he's going to take a break for a little while because he and Foxy have lots of driving and medical stuff to take care of. And then Wednesday night for our Creedubs at Play, which are back on a regular schedule, thank God. So we have Green Room Light on Wednesday nights. Not very light if this week was anything to go by, but
I was going to say, you're really stretching the definition of light.
I think everybody used up their best material Wednesday night, so Friday night was kind of tame.
Yeah.
Last Wednesday was 3 a.m. Denny's coffee trying to add 4 creamers to it, and it still looked just as dark.
Get the magic marker out of it, dude.
Yeah.
Why are you stirring your coffee with a Sharpie?
At 3 a.m. in a Denny's, you don't ask that question.
It's because you need the ink
Because my hand was willing, my brain was not.
Well, folks, it's been really fun, and we shall see you anon.
Good night, folks.
Good night.
Good night.
I have slept the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand, and touched the face of God.